this one's a bit of a sore spot for me because obviously I'm a Chiefs fan. So I'm not a Chiefs fan. Opposite. I'm a Saints fan. Drew Brees, is it the end? Or I mean, I have personal opinion, but I want to see what you think first. Is Drew Brees retiring, moving teams, staying with the Saints? What do you reckon?
All right, so I made a video last June, one of my first videos that I put out on YouTube. I said this is the last year for Drew Brees. This guy has job offers to commentate in the booth. I think it's making like $10 million a year. He's going to be in the booth making money, not getting hit. He doesn't have the game plan for defenses every week, get his body in order. The Saints can't make it far in the playoffs. They keep falling short. His time's come to an end. And plus, on top of that, he has Jameis Winston right behind him, who the Saints think he could be their guy. So,
See, this is my opinion on it. My opinion is last match, if that's his last match he's ever played in the Saints jersey, is like only threw for like 146 yards, one touchdown, three interceptions. Three interceptions in a playoff game, bearing in mind. Both times were super negative plays. But you also have the likes of Taysom Hill coming in behind. As you said, you've got Winston. I think at this point, this was the last season. And I think I said this actually it might have been on the video you posted actually, because I remember I was talking to you about this. I think this had to be the last season. I don't think he can have another one after 3 straight playoff losses with him at the helm. Time for new blood, I think.
yeah, I think so too. And I mean, these guys are getting old. What is Drew Brees, 41?
40, yeah, 41. I think he's 2 years older than Brady, or Brady's 2 years older than him.
Brady's like 43, almost 44.
That's it, yeah.
That guy is ridiculous.
That's it. But I mean, even as early as like today, I see, or as late as today, the Saints GM Mickey Loomis has already said they're still waiting for Drew to decide what he wants to do. So, I mean, is it set yet? Or are they trying to wait till the Super Bowl is over, which I would assume would be the smarter play, wait until the end of the season officially.
I think he should take some time for sure. I'm not a football player, but I know there's a lot of mental toughness and a lot of physical like drainage that you put your body through just to get ready for the season. And I guess it's just a matter of, does Drew Brees want to do that again? Because he could still play. One thing that worried me is that he does not throw the ball downfield. So I don't know how much of an arm that he has left. But I think the Saints are doing the right thing. He's done so much for that team, so much for that city. Give him the time. If you want to come back, forget the guys that are waiting behind you. They could stay there. You're Drew Brees. So take all the time that you need and do what is best for you. But I just think making all that money commentating is too much. Like, go do it, man. You've done everything. You have proven everything.
Yeah.
You've won the Super Bowl. So go enjoy the next part of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think there's any chance he could pull a Tom Brady here and just move to another team for like a little fresh start, 1 or 2 years, see out the end of his career?
But who? I mean, maybe the Patriots?
I had this discussion literally last week, and that was what one of the boys said was Patriots. Because I don't know, is there a need for a quarterback like him in any other team? Not really.
Yeah, man. There's too many young, talented players in the league these days. I don't think anybody's really looking to sign, Drew Brees at that age.
At 40 plus.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady was different because Tom Brady's still winning. Tom Brady's Tom Brady. For Drew Brees, the inability to throw the ball more than 25 yards down the field, nobody's looking for that type of quarterback.
Yeah, it's just pocket shots he's throwing.
He's great at it, but it proves to be ineffective in the playoffs, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. So is there any, and I don't know if this is something you look at yourself going forward or if you do a lot of fantasy, and this is more of a personal question than anything else for me, is there any players coming through this year you think are worth watching for football fans going into next season?
Coming out of college?
Coming out of college, or even any rookies coming from this year going into next year?
I'm a big fan of Justin Jefferson. You guys seen this dude, wide receiver for the Vikings? I drafted him this season, and I got to, enjoy his come out party for this rookie season. He had one of the best rookie years in a long time. He's good. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is coming out of college. I think he's going to Jacksonville Jaguars, who they just signed Urban Meyer as a head coach. So we'll kind of see how he's going to use him. But I'll be honest with you, man. my interest for college football has been very lacking. Alabama or Clemson win every single year, and nobody else even comes close. So I don't really keep up with college too much.
Yeah. And again, something else that's kind of been in the headlines, or more that I seen on Twitter actually earlier on today or yesterday, um, regarding Dak Prescott or Dak Prescott's old coach now going to teach Carson Wentz and to try and sort him out before he gets his ass fired. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. Have you heard anything about that?
I have not. I think Carson Wentz is done in Philly, man. I have not been a big fan of his. Before the football season started, I dropped my top 10 quarterback list going into this season, and Carson Wentz was not on that list, and I got a lot of shit for it. But as you can see, Carson Wentz didn't even finish the season starting on his own team. So it's like he's not what everybody thinks he is. So I think he's gone. I think that's a guy that maybe the Patriots could look at or potentially sign. We're going to find out what's going to happen. And on top of that, Matthew Stafford, he's moving. The Lions are going to be trading him. So it's going to be a little wild offseason in terms of quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, my fantasy skills are absolutely shocking. You can tell this was first year trying to do it properly. I mean, I drafted Alvin Kamara and still managed in one of the leagues. I drafted Alvin Kamara first round and still managed to finish last overall at the end of the season. Somehow. And I mean, I actually genuinely was so gassed when I ended up with like the teams I had for fantasy this year. I was sitting up and I'd done 3. It was the third one I finally managed to draft Kamara. And I was gassed with all 3 of them. I was well happy with them. After like 4 weeks, I just stopped looking at it. Like I realized that I actually had Drew Brees on the bench for the entire season from like the last half of the. So whoever was in that league's probably looking at the team going, he's a fucking idiot, him. Like, he doesn't even know what he's doing.
I have the worst luck with fantasy football, and I'm honestly thinking about taking a break on it. The year that Le'Veon Bell sat out, I drafted him first overall. I drafted another running back like first or second. He was out for the year. This season, I drafted Christian McCaffrey, and he was out for damn near the whole year. I think at one point, like after the draft, I had people hit me up, "Hey man, I'll see you in the finals." After like week 3, week 4, almost my entire team said injured or COVID, and I was just like, I'm done.
Oh no! I think that happened to me. I think that's why it got my nerves because I ended up. I had so many people out, and it was all like Patriots, Lions, Jaguars players. I'm pretty sure that was it, and they all ended up being bloody out. And then I think at one point that didn't even have half a team one week going into it, and I was like, at this point, what am I? There's no point even trying to play at this point. I'm giving up.
Yeah, I know, right? Fantasy is tricky, man. I'll leave that to the professionals.